Growing a beard gets you women, increases your confidence, garners you more respect, and can change your life. These are all things that people say about growing a beard. What's BS and what ain't? Stay tuned. Hey lads, it is your shield brother and image consultant Kaz Veselka from Urban Hazard Image Consulting, where we teach you how to fill out your patchy beard, how to grow out your beard and also style it, get it in order, and also how to get your style in order, how to emphasize and harness the power of your amazing beard with outfits and accessories. If this interests you, please subscribe and press that notification bell, and let's get right into it. So I've talked about this topic quite a few times, and I maintain that growing a beard can do a lot for you, as it did a lot for me, especially those of us that have used minoxidil and actually have transformed our beards from basically nothing to something, or something very substantial. And that can have a great effect on your external confidence, right? But there are a lot of limitations to this, and it's not as black and white as people seem to be. So then when that destination comes, people get extremely nihilistic about it, and there's this kind of like entitlement that comes along with it that can be very toxic sometimes. And I've run into this, men that have finally grown out that beard, and that image of what they wanted from that experience is not what happened in reality. So the first point here is, can growing a beard get you ladies, get you women? And actually, this idea came from a subscriber that messaged me, sent me a very heartfelt message, and I asked his permission to, share his story, so I can kind of illustrate a mindset that actually manifests itself a lot within the minoxidil community, especially, and that is, so I applied minoxidil because I have a hard time with women, and I look juvenile. And now, when I look in the mirror, I scented my beard, and now when I look in the mirror, I kind of see the physical embodiment of a man. But yet, women still react to me in the exact same way. So I've said this many times, guys. Growing a beard and the journey that comes along with it is just one possible vehicle of change that you can implement to grow and, drive some form of self-development if you do it properly. In the anecdote I see again and again, you can see mine if you haven't yet. That's what I got from my beard journey. But the anecdote, we see it again and again, is people grow out that beard. They're in the pits of hell. They grow it out and they realize, oh, okay, I have to style my beard, so I'm going to start caring for my beard. And then they start caring for their hair. Then they start caring for their body, because it kind of breaks them into this realm where they think, oh, okay, self-care is okay. And then they start to learn charisma tactics. They learn more about psychology, and they learn a whole plethora of information of how to care for themselves. And that, ascends them to a whole different type of person. And that's what we push here on Urban Hazard Consulting. The development that you can get from growing a beard. However, if you don't do it properly, there's a very slothful way to ascend your beard with minoxidil, to grow out your beard. And there's a lot of entitlement that comes with it, because simply put, you are not going to gain some form of respect or like, people don't owe you anything just because you now have something that you didn't before, right? That is not owed to you. And we see this misconception in many pursuits in life, especially in gym culture, in the pursuit of wealth, things of that nature, where you're taking a base, amount of, let's say, muscularity, money, or whatever. You have a circumstance, and you ascend it far beyond, anyone's expectation. And you go, all right, so now I'm set. Now good friends are owed to me, and women are owed to me, and relationships are owed to me, and respect is owed to me, just because I have something that I didn't before, whether it's a material possession or whatever, or just a kind of a shrine, or a physical representation of my hard work. So now I deserve women. But simply put, I think people realize very quickly that this is not the case. This is not the case, guys. Right? Let's say hypothetically it is, right? Your physical accumulation of something that is visible, something that you can very much put a dollar value on, or something that you can see, right? That thing somehow brings you something that is close to what you want, or the thing that appears to be what you want, right? A lady takes to you because she likes your muscular body and your big, thick beard, but that's the main reason. That's what drew her to you. Or you get all these friends just because of your wealth, right? But what's the regularity between all of these? These are toxic relationships with a very unsturdy base, which has a nature of they're trying to get something from you. Because you're pursuing relationships in the wrong way, because it's very, very clear, the psychological data is very clear that what matters is meaningful relationships. If you don't have at least 1, 2, or 3 of them in your life, then you're going to have a hard time. And it's very apparent that this is the case. Growing a beard or getting your style in order or building a business, all these other pursuits that I've mentioned are all simply tools in the toolbox to strengthen the things that really matter. Your values, your intentions, your actions. These are the things that are actually going to grab attention. These are the things that are going to get you respect. Stop thinking of these material pursuits as, stop flipping the equation. They are strengthening tools and nothing more. When I finally grew this beard and started getting more serious about my health because of my beard, because I grew out this beard, learned how to style it, started getting my style in order, started building this business on top of it, right? This thing, really gave me some confidence to actually start talking about something on YouTube, something that I didn't want to do for the longest. Well, I did, but I just didn't. I was such a shell of a man that I couldn't get myself to do it. And that's how I used the journey. But I'll tell you the other things I've done during this journey to actually make a difference in my external confidence and my ability to, form meaningful relationships and to gain respect and things of that nature. And this whole time, first off, I've been going to therapy, guys. I've been going, not because I'm broken, right? I'm not broken. But I want to understand more about myself. I want to understand how to love people in the best way that I can, right? How to deal with my emotions. What is rational and what is not, and what rational things do I have to kind of tweak in order to understand how to deal with the unfortunities that have been dealt to me. If you are someone that goes through your life just holding on to this thing that you've achieved, and you're just holding on so tight, and you're holding it up in the air for everyone to see, and you're just yelling, "Love me!" Understand that you might be disappointed because not everyone's going to understand why that thing is valuable, useful, and meaningful to you. So what's the objective then? What is the solution? Well, make it abundantly clear as to why that thing is valuable, meaningful, and useful to you. And allow that thing to flow through you in your actions and in your values and how strongly you defend your values. We as bearded men in society are typically seen as strong, outgoing individuals that will be the type of person to stand up for our values. If you have confidence issues, if you feel like you're not getting the respect that you deserve, if women aren't giving you the attention that you feel like you deserve, then make it abundantly clear in your actions and the consistency of those virtuous actions and the proficiency in which you perform those actions, right? Rather than verbally saying, "I deserve respect," make it abundantly clear in your actions. Learn to listen. Guys, don't speak when you are trying to validate someone's emotions. That's what women want, guys. Learn to validate emotions. Don't speak, don't give advice. Just listen with open ears and an undivided attention. And learn to say things like, "I can see why that would be hard for you." Even when you can't see it. Learn to say, That sounds hard. I'm really sorry that you had to go through that, and things of that nature, right? You have to first understand people, rather than just only trying to understand yourself and just accumulating as many physical things, so you'll gain some, you know, the pursuit of happiness is essentially, I think, what's going on here, which is a meaningless, pointless pursuit. So, in conclusion, guys, physical accumulations of visible things are commendable. They are. They can be very commendable. You build a great body at the gym, awesome. You make a lot of money, awesome. You grow a great beard, awesome. But at the end of the day, they're just vehicles of change. It's the destination that matters. The vehicles can get you along further, but if your mind is not in the right place, then you'll never get there. And in fact, the more you stay in this vicious cycle that something's owed to you because of this vehicle that's going nowhere, essentially, you're not putting gas in the vehicle, then you're just hurting yourself. You're not going anywhere. In fact, you're going backwards. And I'm not saying you're broken, right? You just need to get things a little bit tweaked. And I'm speaking specifically to this individual, guys. I'm not speaking to everyone, right? But I just kind of wanted to make this video for him because I was a little concerned. Brother, I surely hope this helped you, and if this helped anyone else, please let me know. Thank you.